You're faster than you think. You may not be as fast as, say, me or a deer. Speaking of deer, see her right there? I'm gonna go make friends. Now there's two. I'm gonna try to make friends by feeding them apples. Okay, that totally didn't work. I tried to walk close enough without scaring them away and then throw the apples, but they just stared at me and then ran away. I like apples. Anyway, you're faster than you think. How do I know? Because I've been doing this for a really long time and I've seen it come true again and again for myself, but also for a lot of my subscribers and customers. Here's a great example. I've got a VIP membership that I've been running since 2011. And over the last year or two, every month we do a new challenge. And those challenges generally revolve around some sort of making music project or challenge. But occasionally it involves doing it up against some sort of a deadline. So we've done 24-hour challenges, we've done 1-hour mixing challenges, we've done 3-hour record and mix challenges where you record and mix and finish the whole song in just a 3-hour block of time. And what happens time and time and time again is I end up surprising myself with what I'm able to accomplish in a short amount of time. And I get so many members that say, you know, I really didn't think this was gonna work. I thought it was gonna be abysmal, horrible, the worst thing I've ever done. And turns out it sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound much better or different than the stuff that I spend ages on, and I got it done in 3, 6, 24 hours. Now, what's the point of bringing this up? The point isn't to be fast just for the sake of being fast. Nobody cares if you can mix a song in an hour, right? I did a whole course called speed mixing where I mixed songs with a 1-hour timer going, and it was super stressful, but it was inside. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I did a survey recently, and a bunch of you filled out the survey, and the one question I was really interested in hearing the answer to was an open-ended question that said, what's your biggest frustration right now in your home studio? Just left it there, you fill in the blank. And there was about 1,800 responses, and there were at least, it was somewhere between 300 and 500 of those said something about the word time. I haven't finished reading through all the submissions, but of all the ones that mentioned the word time, it was something along the lines of, I don't have enough time, I can't find enough time, it takes me too long to do stuff in my studio, it takes me forever to get anything done. And when I've asked questions like that in the past, I've noticed a similar trend. When I go on Facebook and say, hey, what are you struggling with right now? Probably half the responses tend to come back, not enough hours in the day. I can't find time to work on music. And while I can't completely solve that problem for you, I can help you realize that you don't need gobs and gobs of time to make really, really good music. Why? Because you are capable of working faster than you think you are. Now, there's a good chance you're skeptical right now. You're this close to clicking one of the other videos and getting away from here because you think I'm insane. And I get that, I really do. I want to challenge you. If even 1% of you is intrigued by this idea that you could work faster and still put out quality work, if not put out better work than you have to this point, then give yourself a challenge. And in the next, let's say in the next 2 or 3 days, set aside just an hour to go into your studio and give yourself a big goal of something that'll stretch you that you want to complete in that hour. It could be pull down the multi-tracks to one of my mixed together series and try to mix the entire song in just an hour. Or grab your guitar if you're a singer-songwriter and that song you wrote that you never recorded, or one of your favorite songs, or a cover. Don't even worry about writing a song. If it's a cover from your favorite artist and you just want to do an acoustic cover, record and mix and finish that song in just an hour. And see what happens. Don't believe me just because I'm on YouTube and I said it was true. Believe it because you've tried it yourself. Test this out. What do you have to lose? Nothing. What do you have to gain? You might discover that a whole new world opens up to you when you say, I could do an EP in just 10 days, rather than, golly, I hope I finish this EP in the next decade. I joke, but I got an email just this morning, said, hey, I just finally finished my first EP in 3 years. I don't know for sure if he was saying he had spent 3 years on it, but that's not uncommon. What was it? Guns N' Roses, whichever album, Chinese something or another, took like 19 years to complete. That's a really long time. It's hard to stay excited about songs when you are immersed in them for months and months and months and months. And you could argue that spending a huge amount of time actually starts to be counterproductive, and the whole project sounds worse because of it instead of better. That's not to say there aren't times where you really need to spend time to get it right. I completely am a fan of that, but to apply that to every step of the process is ridiculous. You don't have to spend huge amounts of time to get really good sounding music. You just don't. Prove it to yourself by doing a challenge over the next couple of days, and then come back and leave a comment and let me know. If you want to know how I propose to finish an EP, start to finish, a 4 to 5 song EP in just 10 days, then head over to homestudiocorner.com/formula. I've got a brand new guide called the 10-Day EP Formula that spells out exactly how I plan to go about releasing an EP over the course of just 10 days. And it's all kicking off on January 1st of the new year. So go read the EP and think about it. Maybe you want to join me and do your own EP. I would love to have you join. There's a whole new course involved with it. I'll tell you all about that later. But for now, head over to that website, homestudiocorner.com/formula. Enter your email address. You'll get the PDF guide for free. It's just maybe 3.5 pages, and start getting excited about the music you can make in 2019. All right, that's it. See ya. Oh.